We only have 15 minutes. It goes by really fast. So we're going to get started right away. And I'm going to have you come just to the edge of your chair. So you want to kind of not be sitting back on the chair so that you're rounding. You want to be able to come just on the sit bone so that you're barely on the chair. And that's going to force you to use the muscles in your core to support the lower back a little bit more. And so we do yoga so that we can stabilize and have a foundation of strength so that we can have mobility. And we can't have mobility if we don't have the stability in the body first. So if you're a really bendy person, it's really good because we learn the foundation of strength through our practice. And for those of us who are like, I am not flexible at all, I can't do yoga, that's why we do it. And you probably have a little edge on the people that are bendy people because you might be a little bit stronger than those as well. So it's always about just trying to find a balance in the body and in our mind and our outlook on life, and everything that we do when we're paying attention to the body translates into kind of how we're maneuvering through our daily experiences as well. So I'm going to have you close your eyes at first and just bring your hands to the tops of your thighs, just so that the fingers kind of drape over the kneecaps. And I want you, as you close your eyes, feel your feet press into the earth. I'm just going to do a little body scan to kind of start this morning, just to even notice. And as your feet are pressing into the ground, I want you to just notice the energy in your body. And so, are you leaning forward? Are you leaning back? And do you feel as though maybe there's tension in your muscles, or maybe you're clenching somewhere, whether it's your jaw or shoulders to your ears or your buttocks? And can you just, with the breath, start to relax? And so we're going to draw on a nice deep inhale through the nose. And again, just let the eyes closed and feel a sense of peace and calm in the body. And as you inhale the breath into the nose, hold the breath for a moment. And then with a soft whisper, kind of like a, you're going to exhale. So I always say it kind of sounds like a scary noise, like you're trying to scare your kids or something. So a nice deep inhale through the nose, and a soft whisper through the back of the throat. And coming to the breath and being witness to how we're breathing. So just continue with those deep breaths. But when we focus our attention on that alone, that is the beginning stages of mindfulness, the beginning practices of meditation, of just learning to control the mind, to let go of all of the outside thoughts that we have and focus on what is here and now. And so then drawing your attention to the sensations you're experiencing as you breathe and the rest of your body. So as you press your feet into the floor, can you feel a sense of stability as you pull energy up from the earth into your belly? And then feel the side ribs lift and feel the crown of your head get nice and tall. And we'll finally go ahead and open our eyes, and let's go ahead and inhale, reach your arms up, and then let the hands float down in front of your heart. And we're going to exhale, sending the hands out and pressing the palms away from you. Flipping the palms up, take a nice deep inhaling breath. You can even let your gaze float to your hands. Let the hands float down in front of your heart as you hold the breath, and then exhale, send your energy out into the world. That's the wonderful thing. The earth is always recycling our energy, and we're bringing our hands back up and letting the hands come down in front of the heart center, and then expand the arms out. And this time we're going to keep the arms out, push through your palms. So for some of us that are sitting at a chair or a desk, or we're on our computer, a lot's kind of going on in the upper body, and then the lower body supporting us. So it's really important to pay attention to everything and how it's connected. So as you're stretching through the base of your palm here, you want to feel a stretch to the underbelly of your forearms. And then we're going to go ahead and take fingertips to thumb, and then we're going to push the palms out and take fingertips to thumb. And then one more time, go ahead and push out. And then from here, fingertips to thumb. And then we're going to go ahead and just lengthen the arms out, and try to imagine from your inner armpits that we're lengthening all the way out to the fingertips. And we're going to start to make little circles here with our arms. And the action isn't coming from your hands. So see if you can get it to move from the shoulders. So, and then everything else just kind of follows. A lot of times what we do is we move the hands. And then the arms have to follow. And like up here, these are our bigger muscles. So those are what we want to be working to support us. And when those start to get stronger, things in the neck and our lower back start to actually open up. So we're going to start to make bigger circles, and you should start to feel a little maybe tiredness. I am to the arms, and then start to make really big circles. And then we're going to keep the big circles, but we're going to move in the opposite direction. And just notice, like, so when I go backwards, my shoulders don't want to do the work as much. And especially since they're slightly fatigued right now. And then we're going to start to make smaller circles. So we want to get curious about like those sensations that we have. Like, why is it that when I turn my arms in the opposite direction, that it starts to get more challenging or it doesn't feel as comfortable to me? And then we're going to take it into those real tiny circles. And then from here, go ahead and turn your palms up and then bring your hands to your shoulders. And then let's go ahead and roll the elbows in towards each other. And then we're going to go ahead and take the arms away. So external rotation. And then from here, just shake out your wrist and your hands. And we're going to go back to the arms one more time. So we're going to have the palms placing like energetically down towards the earth. And I want you to feel as though you're actually pressing something down. And then we're going to take the pinky fingers and lead from the outer arm. So we're rolling the triceps down, and you're going to spin up and then turn the thumbs. So this is an external rotation. Then we're going to turn the hands down and roll them down and pull the thumbs away. And that's an internal rotation. So you could start to kind of move the spine a little bit. So as you lift up, lift your chest. And then as we come down, you're going to pull the belly button in, tuck your chin to your chest. And then come back up, take a nice deep inhale breath here. And then exhale, curl in. And you're still working these arms, so they're probably getting really tired. And then inhale, reach your arms up, broaden the collarbones. And then exhale, come in. And then from here, once again, just kind of shake out the shoulders a little bit. You can even kind of send the arms a little side to side, let them kind of be free. And then from here, we're going to actually now stand up. So let's go ahead and stand up. And I'm going to flip to side view. We're going to do just some forward folding. We've done this before in our other sessions if you've been on. So the chair is in front of you. And all we're going to do first to start, and hopefully maybe you can't see me, I'm going to come over here. We're going to go ahead and inhale, reach your arms up nice and tall, and you're going to interlace your thumbs together. And we're going to side bend over to the right. So you're pulling your left thumb over to the right side. And you want to feel your left rib cage lengthen. And then we're going to come up through center. And now your left thumb is pulling the right thumb. And we're taking everything from the waistline all the way through the side ribs, all the way through the shoulder. And then we'll go ahead and come all the way up. Let your hands come down to the side. We're going to go ahead and grip the sides of our chair. And then from here, you're walking your feet back until your head is even with your elbow creases. And let your head just relax, almost kind of try not to hold it, let gravity kind of pull it down. And you're pushing your thigh bones back and you're trying to lift your inner hip creases up. And that might be like a sensation that you're unfamiliar with, but I'm sure you're feeling a stretch. So when you press down into your feet, see if you can feel as if you can magically lift your kneecaps up towards your waist. And if you can feel that, then you'll start to send the hip creases up. And then push your booty back to the space behind you. And then from here, we're going to go ahead and walk back almost to the chair, but not all the way. And then we're going to go ahead and press the left hand into the chair, bend your left knee, right leg is going to stay straight. Take your right hand to your outer right hip and press the hip in, and then roll the left shoulder open, and then free your right arm to the sky. Kind of look like you're a sassy little person here probably. And then we're going to go ahead and switch sides. So bend the right knee, right hand stays to the chair. And then you're going to keep the left leg straight, bring your left hand to your hip, squeeze the left hip into the right so you can move the right rib cage. And then let's expand that left arm up to the sky. And then we're going to go ahead and bring that left hand to the chair. So now what you're going to do is you're going to take right where your thumb and pinky finger at that right above the wrist crease, you're going to send those to the chair and your fingers are going to wrap down. So it's like you're gripping the chair this way. So this is a good wrist stretch for some of us. And then you can walk your feet back as far as you can go. And you're pushing into the chair. You're hopefully feeling a nice stretch through the forearms here. And then we'll go ahead and come back to the chair. Take your hands off. And so now we're going to just kind of pay attention to the forward bend without using the chair. So you can step slightly away. And what we're going to do is standing up nice and tall, bring your hands to your frontal hip points. So these frontal hip point bones we want in front. So we kind of need to push them forward, but we don't want the body to go forward because that hurts our lower back. So it's like we're going to have a softness to our knees and kind of lean forward, but bring the shoulders back. Then from here, hinge at your hips and slowly just allow yourself to kind of bow down and then stretch your hands to the ground. As your hands are to the earth, you can let the knees bend as much as you need to, because if we lock the knees, we're actually giving the calf muscles all the job to do, and then the rest of the body doesn't work. So everything above the kneecap doesn't work. So that's why we want to have softly bent knees. Take your hands to your shin bones and lift the skin with your palms up towards your knees. And then see if you can feel the sensation of your knees lift up by your quadriceps lifting those knees. And then see if by chance that helps you fold a little bit further down and let your hands come back down to the ground. Let your head be heavy. Then grab your elbows with opposite hands. So left hand grabs your right elbow, right hand grabs your left elbow. Keep the knees generously bent. We call this ragdoll pose. And we're just kind of swinging a little side to side. And then we're going to switch the crossing. So you're letting your head be heavy. You're letting your arms be heavy. And we're trying to pull all of the spine out of the bottom waist. And then let your hands just relax down. And as if you were a zombie, you're going to go ahead and roll up to stand. Inhale, reach your arms up nice and tall. And then as your hands press together, bring your hands in prayer pose in front of your heart. And then we're going to go ahead and come back and take a seat on the chair. Once again, feet to the ground, hands to the tops of the knees. And as you're here, just go ahead and sit on the edge of the chair again. Sit up nice and tall, close your eyes. And then just feel the sensation of the energy moving in your body. Are you more awake? You feel a tingly sensation anywhere? You feel a sense of peace and calm. And just go back to the breath. Nice deep inhale through the nose. Exhaling out softly through the back of our throats. Then we'll go ahead and bring our hands to prayer pose at our heart. May we recognize that every breath that we take is a beautiful gift from the universe, from God, for us to enjoy, to embrace, to engage with, to show up. And so may we be more mindful in our actions. May we be more deliberate in responding to our daily experiences from this beautiful place of our soul, where a wellspring of love, compassion, and kindness, and patience, and empathy exist. At any moment, we can always pause and take a few deep breaths and connect to that beautiful light of our soul. That is our stability. That is our foundation of strength. And when we work with that out in our outer world experiences, life becomes more enjoyable for us. And the more we learn to appreciate all of our experiences without labeling them good or bad, they are all gifts from the great magical beyond. So I thank you for practicing with me today. Let's all give a little namaste to each other. Namaste.